Hey, welcome to this shortwave radio channel. And I was telling you guys that I would do the top 10 of the receivers that I think are worth it for the summer of 2022. We'll call it like this. Receivers that I use and that I own. So in here, there won't be any receivers that I do not own. But I will make a special video with a few receivers that I do not own, but I think are worth it also. And so I hope you guys enjoy this. So the 10 receivers are in 10 videos. I'll do a playlist with the top 10 so you guys can actually see each radio in detail. I didn't want to make a half-hour video talking about 10 radios. I wanted to do, I thought it was better to just focus on each radio on each video. So, no particular order, by the way. This is just my top 10, depending on what I use, what I have, and the price paid, and how they perform. And, of course, there's a positive and negative of each one. My first in the top 10, the famous Radiwow R108. So this is also known as the Sihuadon, Sihuadon. It's the same radio. It ends also by R108 as the model number. This receiver is a long wave, medium wave, FM, shortwave, and airband receiver. It does not have the single sideband, so this does not, you won't tune AM radio operators and stuff like that with this radio, but it performs surprisingly well, and it's around $60-ish US, and it is very surprising. What is nice is for the price, it got a antenna jack, which you can actually put an external antenna jack, of course telescopic antenna, keypad entry, and full coverage. This is a general coverage receiver, full coverage of the shortwave bands up to 29,999. Surprisingly nice audio for a small package, and very affordable and easy to travel with. So I think this is worth it, a look. Now, the negative thing that I will say about it. So this is a radio that has and uses, of course, check it out here. I didn't put a battery cover to show it. A BL5C battery. So this is one of those batteries that it's easy to find. It's not very expensive, but it does use a non-standard AA, AAA, or whatever. It's really a little BL5C battery, which is kind of a Nokia battery that was very popular on some Nokia phones at some point. It isn't hard to find. What I have here is external chargers and more BL5Cs because I have a lot of radios with it. But I can understand that you might not find that cool because you don't find a BL5C at the local corner store in general. So it might be something that turns you off. A big problem with this radio that a lot of people have complained, and this one, of course, does it also. I've never heard somebody complain about it with the Sihuadon. I don't know if they actually fixed it, but if in case they didn't, do understand one thing: if you leave this radio unused in a box or in your backpack or whatever for several days, the battery wears out fast even when it's off, and that is a big problem if you plan on using this radio on travels, or if you plan to use this radio in camping, then maybe it's a no-no. But it still makes my top 10 because it is such an amazing performer. It's so surprising, the performance you get out of this radio. I've got radio videos on the channel that I use this radio and compare it even with other radios. But this one is the XH data version. The Radiwow version, sorry, I'm missing about the different companies. The Radiwow version. But there's a Sihuadon version that is the same radio. Because I'm talking about these 10 radios, what I'll be doing in the next couple of days and weeks is I'll be showing them more, listening to different signals on the shortwave bands. Very sensitive. You'll get what you want to broadcast. The FM band is superb. Medium wave is not bad at all. And it does have entry keypad for the frequency. One of the things that you might want to know is that it is one of a DSP-based receiver, so it has multiple bandwidths on it for helping out in reception, but it does mute when you tune around, and that is probably a negative thing for a lot of people. Having a radio that mutes is not necessarily what you're looking for. So if you're tuning around the bands, for example here, you will see that there's a small muting. It's not too bad though. If you don't go too fast, it's not too bad, but it's there. And just to give you an idea of its performance, I'm just touching the telescopic, and I'm getting WRMI on 15770. Battery life is actually quite good. When the battery's full, you actually get easily a full day of radio, that's for sure. Just keep in mind that the battery drains, so if you use it at home, you can actually plug it in and let it charge when it's not in use. Like that, you know that the battery is always full. Or else, do like me, I got several BL5Cs with chargers, external chargers. So if the battery's dead, I don't really care. You can also remember to just take out the battery, but of course, that means the clock will reset and all. So it's up to you. That side is probably the really bad side of it, but like I said, I didn't want to exclude this radio from one of the good radios out there. For sure, you can charge the battery with a computer or any external charger. The cable that comes with it with USB is standard, and pretty nice little receiver. Of course, there's a headphone jack, stereo FM. When you listen to your headphones, actually the earbuds come with the radio in the box, and decent receiver to have. It's in my top 10 as of the summer of 2022. Enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up, and this was the quick look and my top 10, one of receivers in my top 10, in no particular order, the Radiwow R108 or the Sihuadon R108.